Good morning, everybody. How's everybody doing? How's everybody's Monday doing? Hi, Barbara. Good morning. How is your Monday morning so far, my friend? Anything muy interesante? Hello, Blanco. Let's see. All right. How's everyone doing? So far, so good. Awesome. Well, we're just getting some angel messages going, some angel vibes. I have my fun little pin curls, and this is the style I did like about the 1930s, is that all the women used to have little pin curls, and I still vibe with that kind of, sense of style. The chat guy is delusional. I don't know. I've been meeting some fun fellers on here. Ladies, let me know if you know how I feel. I am nice to everyone, but I feel like, why do you guys specifically go out of their way to set these intentions like they're not doing nothing, and then they act like a great narcissist and say I didn't do nothing? And you're like, what am I doing? They're like, what am I doing? And you're like, you know what you're doing. I know you know what I'm doing. And it makes us, I understand why so many ladies on here too are like literally shut their DM box off. They're like, don't talk to me. And then it's a super especially creepy when you the moment you press accept and they're like, hi, they're in your box. Hi, how are you? You're pretty. You're like, please, out of my DM. I know you guys feel this because I'm not the only one that feels this way. There are a literal category, there's a library of videos that women have made on this. Not just women, but men, but I feel like more women on this one because, I don't know, it's just like, hey, why can't you be like, hey, how you doing? He said we argued all week. I've had people that just make up this whole story and then give me, I don't know. I've had some very strange virtual interactions. And one time at band camp, 2017, I was going through my divorce and I was trying to, be brave and make new friends, but not be brave in a weird way. And so I met these people, right? They were in my Pisces group, and I had this group for 4 years and they had been there. So I was like, hey, I can come see you. We'll meet up. It'll be fun. And I even had Thanksgiving dinner with these people, but they were weird. And I think they were a little bit of swingers, and I don't know. I could hang out with anyone, but I showed up and it was just weird because then she started drinking and then just, I don't know, I don't like people who can't hold themselves together. And then she started putting her head in my lap. It was weird thing. I was like, I gotta go. This is not what I signed up for. I just wanted friends. I didn't want those kind of friends. I got stories all day long. I can't make this stuff up either, guys. This stuff, you can't make it up. But, how's everybody's Monday going? Repent and seek Jesus. I don't gotta repent. I am Jesus's angel. I come here and I help sprinkle fairy dust to all those that will listen and accept. So thank you for your support. Have a great day. Hello, Renata. How are you this morning? All right, guys. I think I got the negative Nancy's out of here. Think so. How's everybody's Monday going? Going around giving everyone a rose on this beautiful Monday. Well, thank you. I love roses. I friended this girl and she was stalking me. She was nuts. You know what, Barbara? I'm telling you, like, I am really trying to make new friends. But I almost feel me making new friends is almost like getting a new love, a new husband. I don't know if it's ever going to happen. And I know that's, putting scarcity out there, but I keep trying, and then I keep having to block because these people, I don't know. I don't know if I'm stuck in a parallel universe. I know that I'm a pretty fun person. I'm not, like, I'm weird, but I'm not weird where you don't want to just not hang out with me weird. Like, I'm a fun kind of weird. And I've been meeting some strange people. Like, I give everyone a chance, and then they just switch up, and it's weird. And I'm like, whoa, why are you switching up? Well, of work or in the Netherlands. Nice. I know, I'll be your friend. Well, you can be my friend, Barbara. I like having friends, I really do. But when you start being like this, I don't know. I've never experienced this before because I've had, like, my best friends are in spirit. And if you guys wonder why I do this a lot, it's because I'm feeling spirit touch my face and my ear. So I look back at my videos, I'm like, wow, I'm always doing this. Well, it's not because I like to touch my nose, I promise. It's because spirit, it's like Samantha from Bewitched, where if I could twitch my nose, I would. Because that's what it feels like. It feels like somebody's just going around and touching me like this. So if you guys are always seeing me like this, I promise you, I do wash my hands, and I don't like to touch my face like that. It's just it gets a little. Sometimes I'm like, okay, spirit, I know you're there. Thank you, I love you, but stop touching my face for a minute. It's I can't. It's like if somebody put a feather to your face and just kept, like, doing this to your eyes and stuff. That's how spirit connection feels, if you guys are wondering. So I just had to bring that point up because I look at my videos, and this is, if you guys are blocked and say, like, your skills of talking, record yourself. And I know we do it on TikTok, but record yourself actually having a conversation like this. Like, make it like a speech. Like, I'm going to present my speech to everyone, and you record it. And then, you know what? Go back and edit it, because that's how, if you're wondering, some people have had compliments like, wow, you just always know what to say, and you're just so quick with it. Well, there was a time, and I just came out of it, actually, guys, like a year ago. I've had the battle of the roses over here, let me tell you. And my throat chakra, when I moved into this place 3 years ago, was so blocked, and I had so many gremlin roommates that came and just spirit put so many people in different things, situations, my ex, everybody in front of me, and these bad bosses that I've had to learn how to ground myself and talk. And then I created a podcast, and with my podcast, I was able to speak. And when I first started off, it was bumpy. And you can go back and check out my work if you want. My very first episodes on YouTube, I didn't edit them. I just rolled with it. And I'm a Pisces, so I tend to go in circles sometimes. And that's why I edit my stuff, because if you're listening to me, you're like, but if you know me, you're like, hold on, she's got a point. She's coming around the mountain. She's coming back. Oh, there she is. She went back to her point. Yeah, because we get a little like we'll be talking and then we're like, and then we gotta, it's like if you've ever seen the movie Up, squirrel. That's what a Pisces is. We're just and it's really a Pisces thing. We're just very random in our thoughts, but we're very smart. So I had to learn how to channel it, and I wanted to be authentic. So it's like having a conversation. When you're having a conversation, you don't just look at your notes. And so I didn't want to have all these notes, but I've learned if I have little bullet points to talk about, then it becomes more, I don't get off track so much. So listen to your intuition. This has been rolling around in my hand, so I'm going to put this out there for you. Absolutely. Pisces here too, Michelle. Whoop, whoop. Scorpio, see, you're my perfect. You guys are both perfect. I'm a February Pisces, very first date on the 19th. Before they went and messed around with the astrology calendar, I was like, I don't know what kind of new moon or whatever you're trying to put in, but it's not working, and nobody's going to adopt this new zodiac thing. This happened in what was it, 2014 or something? I don't know. I was like, we're not adopting your new thing. We're just going to roll with this. And it's kind of like, oh my, whoa. That is super crazy, Michelle. We have the same birthday. Same birthday. Whoa. I got chills right now. That is just that is a very rare birthday to have. There aren't a lot of February Pisces, a lot of March Pisces out there, but not a lot of February ones. And that just made my whole life. That's awesome that, and then Barbara's a Scorpio. Yeah, my daughter's a Scorpio. Water signs that's who we get along with. Scorpio, Cancer, and Pisces. Because we're all water. So even though Cancers are a bit gruff, that's my guy. He's a Cancer. And so he likes to be in his crab shell and pinch people. But he also has that water element. So that's why Cancers are not as abrasive and Scorpios either. They got that little emotion. Scorpios are more like the emotions are constantly running underneath, but they look cool as a cucumber on the outside. I did a lot of research on Scorpios before I had a Scorpio. So, and you're a Taurus, see? And a Taurus, Renata, is all about, you're the ram, or the Aries is the ram. Taurus is the goat, right? I believe it's the goat. I think it's a goat. Yeah. Ooh, X was an Aquarius. Oh, Aquarius is bull. Okay. Yeah, I'm still getting to my earth signs. I don't know why. I'm pretty good at astrology, almost to the point that I can read charts and stuff. But all the stuff that I've learned, astrology is going to be like Reiki master to me. It's going to be something that I'm going to have to devote my time, because the thing about astrology is it's all about longitudes and stuff like that, and maths involved and stuff like that. And I don't know, it's just a whole nother realm of thinking. And my brain just can't. The capacity is starting to open back up, but there for a while I shut it down because I was trying to do mediumship, holistic healing, learning how to be a holistic healer coach, intuitive coach, and learning how to be a Reiki energy healer and an angel intuitive. It got to be too much, guys. So he's for another day. Didn't get along. Yeah. Aquarius is they're like geniuses in their own mind, but nobody understands them. And they're basically here to propel the thinking of the collective to a different way of thinking, but they're very abrasive most of the times because they are the swords in the tarot deck. So swords is a double-edged sword, right? It can either be a weapon or it can cut you. And usually they have words cut like a knife, silver tongue. My cat keeps scratching on the door. Freaks me out sometimes. I'm like, what is that sound? And then, you hate nails on a chalkboard. Yeah, that's it's fun when your cat does that. So I'm holding these, and this is how my readings work when I do collectives, because it's just kind of fun to talk about something and roll back in. So listen to your intuition, definitely. Don't go against what is coming in here, because that's how your spirit team talks to you, is through psychic chat. Okay, it's gonna chat with you, and you're gonna get these impressions, and all of a sudden you're just gonna wake up being like, I'm a genius. How did I have that thought? I better write it down. Yeah, well, that's because spirit team is genius. And sometimes when I get to talking, by the way, that is me channeling spirit. When I start getting, if it's not a personal story, if I just start giving you guys, or if I'm in my reading and I start sharing a message about one of these, that is spirit channeling that message to you. So pay attention and know that I always have a point. I just, it's about getting in the divine flow of it. My intuition kicked in higher. I forget it, write it down. Yes. My best friend was an Aquarius. We got along great. Yes, because Aquarius and Scorpio, you can definitely handle an Aquarius, Barbara, because Scorpios are very loving, but we know better than to get on your wrong side, because, like, my daughter is a Scorpio and she's almost 12, and if she loves you, and she'll love you forever, and she'll be very committed and loyal to you. But if you lie to her or go on the wrong side of her, I don't know when she might forgive you. And you're like, please forgive. Okay, well, it may be lifetimes before she forgives you. I'm just saying, because Scorpios don't forgive easily, and it depends if how healed you are on that. But that's usually the first big thing that Scorpios go through, is trying to learn how to not burn the world down when people anger them. Because I have a friend, he's very awesome, but you get on his wrong side and man, you really just wish you never knew this person. So grudges like a Taurus. Yes. Tauruses are very... I love it though, because y'all are very strong. And see, I'm a Pisces, so I've always surrounded myself by stronger people, because I have Virgo rising. So that's why I'm not a total walkover. I'm more of an analytical Pisces. But I need that strong, the earth signs tend to help me keep grounded. And they also end up being my, hey, don't pick on my friend. They always end up being, my cheerleader. And if people come and bully me because of my kind-hearted nature, that's where my Taurus and Scorpio and Aquarius friends pop in. So we all kind of help each other, but I kind of help soften. I've been in some Scorpios' life purposely to help them soften that hurt, because that hurt ends up taking over sometimes. So definitely know there's not a need to worry. Your sister and your aunt is a Taurus. Hate lies, but I forgive too easy. Yeah. I feel like you forgive, but you definitely don't forget. So, like, you'll forget it, you'll put it away. But if it comes back around and somebody just think they're going to easily manipulate you, you're like, yeah, right, I'm a Scorpio. I will sting you with my tail, and I will I will put you out with my venom. Just like that. I have... Whoa. Are you like my parallel universe person, Michelle? Because you seriously have Virgo rising. That is crazy. Okay, crazy. Okay. Yeah, that is crazy. Yes, don't forget. See, I'm pretty smart when it comes to Scorpios. And my guy's mom is a Scorpio, and his sister's an Aquarius. Yeah, they tolerate. I don't know if they ever really embrace. Never really felt that warm embrace. They tolerate. That's good though. Hey, at least that's a good thing about Pisces is we can get in there unnoticed, and most people just leave us alone because we're weird or kind of different, and they're like, hey, I don't want to talk to you. We're like, cool, leave us alone in the background, and we're just going to observe everything. Pisces are observers. We are definitely observers. Observers. I can't talk. So I'm all goosey bumped. Yes, I'm tripping right now because, like, there's no such thing as coincidences in the spiritual world or in this lifetime. And when things like that come out, like that I'm talking to you, you have my same birthday with my same Virgo. Do you have any messages for me? Do you need a message from me? Like, I feel like I'm talking maybe to my higher self here. I don't know. It's crazy. I've never had that happen before. All right. Definitely hit that like button, share, and if I'm going to be putting my messages, I'm just learning. Well, hey, then maybe you were coming to me to learn, and here's a message for someone out there. Spirit's in here and wants you to know that you're not alone. I observe a lot to see what way it's going to go. Yes, Scorpios are very big observers, and one thing that really messes you up is when you guys aren't able to things are out of your control, or like if you hit that, you have to be vulnerable and let things go out of your control. It's really hard for those two elements to go together sometimes. So we are here for you. We never left through all the sadness and loneliness. However, you cannot sense us near you or how much love we are sending you. We are your family, friends, and guides. You never walk alone. We walk right beside you. So somebody needs to hear a message, this message specifically. And this is about Spirit is right next to you, and this is a white candle and a flame of hope. And I'm also feeling like this is your sacral chakra, which is right in between your hip by your hips. And I feel like you need to release some emotions, and maybe you're feeling all alone right now. Maybe you're feeling in the dark. Spirit's always next to you, though. You're definitely not alone right now. Spirit's lighting a way of hope, and I want to see who exactly we have in spirit here. Since oh my gosh, you're so emotional right now. Oh, well, I'm excited that you're in here. This is oh my gosh, can't believe you just said that. So this is one I'm asking who is in here, and I got a lot of goosebumps. So there's a couple people in here. One is definitely fire energy. So it is Sagittarius. I always mess up my... Sorry, guys. Because I always, like I said, I always forget the other ones. Leo, Aries, Sagittarius. I apologize. I just had like a whole moment there. Leo, Leo, Aries, Sagittarius is definitely the energy coming in. Hold on just a second. I don't know what's going on over her, but it's annoying. And I feel like this person's let's see if I can do two things at one time. So I feel like this is a younger person. This is like maybe someone in their 20s, someone in spirit here. Definitely they have an innocence to them. And they want you to know a greater lust for life is about to present itself. So seize the day and do of more of what you love. And there's all that yellow right there because that's about having courage to step forward. So I don't know who this is in spirit here, but they're definitely a younger, playful person in their like 20s, 30s. That's one person that's here. And also I'm feeling, let's see, this is definitely Pisces, Cancer, Scorpio energy. This is about looking at the bigger picture. Don't put delusions in your mind. And see that snake right there? Don't be reaching into cups with snakes. You know, just because it looks shiny and gold, is it worth you? Wow, maybe this is, if she's a fire sign or a water sign, this could definitely be her. Linda. So she said, I lost my best friend, Linda, in her 30s, in her 20s. So hello, Autumn. How are you? Just coming into Kundalini, my sacral chakra is beginning to open. And you know, Michelle, just so you know, hello, Olga. How are you? These are definitely the two spirits that are here right now. We have a Scorpio, like I said, Scorpio, Pisces, Cancer, or Leo, Sagittarius, Aries energy of a passed over person here for you. So that's your confirmation. And these two messages go together about looking at the bigger picture and look at all what's in all these different cups. Know that you have options. So you need to kind of focus and and look at all of what all this is together. Don't just go reaching in the one with the snake just because it's pretty, because you got one down here with jewels. So you have different options. Don't just say you have to pick the one with the snake. Let's see. Hi, Sunshine. Hello, Autumn. Aquarius, Barbara. So good. How are you? You're a Scorpio. So definitely this message might be for you. And it is somebody, this was just sitting in my lap. So definitely somebody, I feel like this whole message that we're giving here, because this is, you're not alone. And I wanted to see who was stepping in. So we got the water elements and the fire element. They got that in their chart. And then it's somebody's mom too. Definitely a mom or a grandma or somebody looked up to as a mother figure. And I feel like it could be Cancer because, and that would make sense with the water sign. There's a ruby right here. And ruby is actually Cancer's birthstone. And there's also a white rose there, which is about beauty, grace, and purity. Sag could be my Kimmy. She passed away in her late 20s. That is awesome because that definitely embodies that energy right there, Michelle. And that's a fire element right there. And so that's definitely a powerful message for you right there, is don't get caught up in illusion, because illusion becomes delusion. And wow, oh my gosh, my grandmother who raised me. That is definitely, I feel so blessed to share this moment with you right now, because I feel not only do you share I'm giving myself a reading here. It's the craziest thing I've ever done. You are awesome. And I got to share an amazing message with you from two people that truly, truly love you. And they're with you every step of the way. And here's one more message they want you to know is to take a moment. Take a moment and don't rush things. Think about, what is this decision going to do for me in 1 year, 2 weeks even? Sometimes we're so worried about making the decision that we rush a decision, or we only look at the positives because we don't want to hurt our own feelings and pop our own balloon. So we tend to be like outlining the good things of the toxic thing that we definitely shouldn't have and why we should take it. And definitely Spirit's asking you, is this for your highest good? Because if it's for your highest good, it's always going to have a good outcome. But if it's clearly something that's insignificant and shallow and just for the moment, are you going to be able to invest anything more than just this shallow, energy of fulfillment? You're only going to get fulfillment temporarily. Is that worth everything? So stop. Now is not the time to rush into a decision you're about to make. Before this important decision is made, take a moment to pause and quiet your mind so that you can ask your soul for guidance before you act or move forward. And I always tell people there's no such thing as rushing a decision. If I can't make a decision in that moment, I am not the one that can be rushed. I will tell you to call me back, and I will tell you I'm not interested. But if you do push me, guess what? I probably will not be interested, because it's just like you can't push me out of the house. My trauma has made it where if you tell me to hurry up and push me out of the house, I'm going to forget half the stuff because I'm going to get locked up in a PTSD moment and I'm going to get stuck. And it's something that people have had to learn with me. You can push and push. Everybody's pushed me my whole life so much to now, if you push me. My dad was so on your feet, soldier, do it now. You were always on point with that man. So now I'm like methodical. I got to do this. I got to do that. I got to do this. You rush that process. That's on you, because now you're taking me back to get my stuff that I forgot. I'm looking for a job right now. This rings true. So definitely this came up reversed, and this is about receiving. And if you notice, there's that sacral again. You don't feel worthy of receiving something. Know that gifts should be gifts from the heart. There should be no strings attached to those gifts. So if somebody's giving you love, say, with conditions, then that's got strings attached to it. So really know that you are deserving of receiving whatever it is that you desire that's for your highest good. And if it didn't work out in the past, it wasn't for your highest good, or wasn't divine timing at that moment. But try to release the detachment, the emotional attachment from the past, and put your anchor in the present right now. And know that you can heal the past, but you're ultimately using all those things now and just moving forward to create a new present. And you are the writer to your story. So write your story. Stop letting other people tell you how the story goes, because it's your story. And definitely stay connected. I feel like you're missing some of your messages from your angels or your passed over loved ones, because you're writing it off to coincidence, or maybe you're thinking it's wishful thinking. I feel like they're sending you repetitive numbers and symbols and signs, and you may just, again, be in a lower, like a place of worry that you're like, yeah, I wish that would happen, but it's not really happening. But I've dealt with feelings of not feeling worthy all my life. Me too. I fully understand that. So definitely know that you are worthy to receive what your heart desires. And a lot of purple's coming up for you. Purple is about compassion, mercy, and spirit. And Archangel Michael is royal blue, which is almost like a purple. And his calling card is a rainbow. And I feel like he's around you right now trying to help give you strength. I definitely see Archangel Raphael around you and is helping you heal these wounds of, I feel like these are like inner child wounds that were created a long time ago. So ultimately, these aren't your true self. These are things that, lessons that got incorporated as, like how your emotions should work. I don't know. You incorporated these and made these lessons, these mistakes, instead of them. Now they're like permanently in there. That's your the outcome, and it's not. You're worthy of a lot, and whoever told you that was simply reflecting their own fears and insecurities on you. So I want to show you guys this message because it just came up too. So Gabriel, just learning, these are both reversed. King of Pentacles and was it the Nine of Wands? So definitely King of Pentacles is the Virgo. That's the king that rules over money and abundance and prosperity. That's his realm. And then this is like a wounded warrior energy. This is like you've been defending your homestead and like the battle's over, but now you're like still kind of shook up and worried. I feel like maybe you've lost some money. Or like maybe you've lost a source of income, like a father figure. Or you're fighting against this person. It could be a husband too, and you're just in this defensive energy with him. Know that this situation's gonna turn around, and angels see that you're protecting what you have, and if you've had stuff taken, it's coming back around for you. So try not to, I'm hearing don't cry over spilt milk, and don't anything that was lost, if it's truly lost, it's definitely don't cry over spilt milk. That is so crazy that this just came out. And what is this? This is his cups. What is he doing? He's crying over his 3 spilled cups, and there's 2 cups behind him, but he's so focused on being upset about these 3 cups that he doesn't realize, hey, better take what I got and flow with it. I'm seeing flow. Go with the flow. So if you spilt these, it's okay. You still have something you can build on. Take what you have, be resourceful, and build on what you can. And see that bridge back there? You're gonna be able to cross over to the other side. This was your past. This may be your reality right now. But ultimately, after he gets done mourning these 3 cups and beating himself up or whatever, having his moment, he's going to pick up these 2 cups and he's going to walk back here and cross over this bridge. So I feel like you're going to be crossing over a bridge or burning a bridge. But that bridge is helping you move past. It's trying to help make a disconnect from the past and the present so you can have a new beginning. I definitely see that. So my hubby doesn't understand what I'm doing spiritually right now. Nikkei, nice one. Thank you. I appreciate it. Yes, been out of work for 3 months. So thank you, Simply Jack, for the roses. You're awesome. I appreciate it, guys. Anything that, hey, it's Simply Jack. Just now learning to listen. Sometimes I feel like I have an overactive imagination. Well, you're a Pisces, my friend. That's not going to go away. That's your superpower. So people who tell you you have your head up in the clouds, I'm going to make a video. Hey, for all of you that said I had my head up in the clouds, you were right. Got my head up in the clouds every day. Because I hate it when people would snap. This is their favorite thing they love to do. Snap out of it, Jessie. Snap out of it. Snap into reality. Why do I want to snap into reality? I'm just saying, this reality is scary. I like my own little reality, my own world that I create up in here. I love my angel readings. I love that I get to do angel readings. And for all the people that told me they're all going to laugh at you and it's not going to work out, and this is what I got to say, because look, I got new beginnings, new love. You got, aw, thank you for the swan. That is the most awesome. Aw. I've never gotten a swan before. That is the coolest one ever. Thank you. I appreciate it. This just makes me happy that I'm talking about all this. And here's the Empress. The Empress is you, my friend. The Empress is about sitting in your power and knowing that you're birthing new things. New things are being brought about, new ideas, and your Venus is coming in. That's the love, the Venus. She's the Empress, and she's married to the Emperor in the tarot deck, right? And you can see she's full of abundance. And grapes are on, I believe it's grapes are on, no, it's pomegranates, excuse me. Pomegranates are on her dress. And pomegranates are, again, about love and creation. And I'm not a big fan of pomegranates now that I found out about the whole thing about Persephone and pomegranates. Let me give you guys a little history. But, pomegranates for this right here is simply about new rebirth. But pomegranates, okay, so the reason why we have winter and summer, guys, check this out. If you want to go look in Greek history, Persephone was a muse or whatever, minding her own business, and what's his name came, Lucifer came, and I forgot his name in the Greek. Yeah, I'm slow today, but whatever. Why can't I think of Satan's name in Greek mythology? Woo, all right. Anyways, so he comes down on he ascends down on Persephone, who was sunbathing, right? And I believe she was naked and sunbathing, minding her own business out in the woods. He came down, took her down and kidnapped her and said, "You're going to be my wife." And she's like, and her mom, the goddess that was her mom, was mad and came down and said, "You will not take my daughter. I'm tired of you coming and picking your people, right? Of who you want for your wife. You can't have my daughter." So she comes down, and they said, "Fine, you can go out of the underworld as long as you didn't eat anything." Well, the time that Persephone was down there, she ate 6 pomegranate seeds. And the pomegranates, so they made a deal because he's like, well, she ate something, and it was pomegranate seeds, so now she's stuck here forever. And she's like, what we're going to do is this, because he made her, the mom, mad, the goddess, mad. And she was the goddess of the weather, right? And so So she brought the sun and the winter and the seasons. She brought the seasons. So the deal is for 6 months out of the year, Persephone could be in the underworld, and and then 6 months out of the year she's up, out in the world with her mom. Well, the punishment for this, for him and everybody, for her daughter having to even be down there for 6 months, is that we have winter and nothing can grow. And that's where we have famine, basically, for 6 months out of the year. And that's because she ate 6 pomegranate seeds. So I used to drink and eat pomegranates like nobody's business. And I also used to like gargoyles. And those are two things since my spiritual awakening I don't mess with, because I'm not connecting with anything that's lower vibration or to the darkness, because I just don't roll that way, and I don't need to I already have enough crazy funness in my life. I don't need to attract it extra. I try to bring the love and light as much as I can, because all the goblins and lower vibration people come around anyways. I'm not trying to extra bring them around. You guys will understand this if you're a spiritual worker, because you're like, I love you. I'm trying to help out angels, but some days it's tested. It's tested. But know that you're definitely new beginnings are in the works for you. You say Nikki too. She said, wow, I'm going to look that story up. Yes, definitely look up the story in Greek mythology about Persephone. And I can't remember her mom, but her mom is the goddess of seasons. Yeah, that's what I'm remembering right off the top of my brain. But that's why I don't eat pomegranate seeds no more. It's crazy. So Numi is having mixed feelings about me and our relationship. We'll just go ahead and pull a card for you. Boom, be assertive. That's what the angels have to say, Jagvet Inti. So be assertive. I'm going to say, yes, they do have mixed feelings. So, and she's holding a mask, which is interesting. Which is more interesting is this has been plugged up. Hold on, guys. And now it's saying that. What in the world? There we go. Weird. I'm seeing that she's holding a mask. And the angels are saying be assertive. Don't put on a false mask. Be who you are, and don't hide behind a mask either. Because sometimes we tell these little white lies. And then you know what? What happens when you stay with that person? I remember when I met my guy and we kind of told each other little white lies, because everybody does it to make the other one more interested in them. What happens when you guys stay together? Because we are not together now, but we were together for 5 years, and we just wrapped this up. And it's just funny to me, like, that's why you need to be honest, because at some point, isn't that awkward when you're like, oh, by the way, I was just kidding when I said that. Yeah, I was just trying to impress you, just so you know. It's my favorite for transformation. All right, so I'm listening to you, Barbara. I got scammed out of $2,500 by a very good email. Oh, no, now you're broke. Love watching animals in the clouds. It's my I do too, Barbara, and that's really stinks. I don't, if it's too good to be true, or if somebody asks me for something by email, yeah, I don't send you money, but never like gargoyles. Yeah, and they're good reason, because they are literally tied to the hounds of hell. Like they're the animals from down there, not up here. Hello, Dana. You would like a card? Sure, no problem. Yes, having a lot of that is the new of the deck. I love it. So thank you, Michelle. So I'm definitely seeing some progress here for you. Let's see what the angels have to say for you, Dana. We'll get our fairy deck out. and see what the fairies have. That's the elemental realm. And they're the ones that help you with abundance and all that fun stuff. So let's see. What message do we have for Dana? Family harmony. I definitely am seeing an upswing in your circumstances. Angels are showing green and the little boy on the angel's back. And I feel like you're going to start coming together with each other. And you're going to be able to start maybe communicating and not having so much conflict. Your relationships with family members are healing. And as you hold loving thoughts and feelings about the souls involved, you experience genuine harmony with your family. So fairies want you to know this. Have patience. You are beginning to feel a great healing starting to occur in these family relationships, but they ask you to think of 3 reasons why you are grateful for each member of your family. And if somebody particularly frustrates you, then write down 5 reasons of why that person is worthy of love. And that will help you start understanding. If you can't find any of this and you can't dig that deep, then you need to start separating from the people, especially toxic family members who don't make you feel good. If they constantly have you up in your head and they constantly make you feel like you're not worthy or a bad mom, something like that, don't take it personally, first of all, and remind yourself it's people's opinions, and everybody's got an opinion. So you do what you need to do that is right for you, and people will either be with you or not with you, but they can't control the way that you do your thing, and it doesn't make you a bad person if you're different. So an affirmation fairies want you to repeat is, I see the goodness within each member of my family. My family life is harmonious and filled with love and joy. And so it is. And even if that's not true at the moment, it will eventually. You're starting to manifest a better solution, because arguing and pointing fingers at each other eventually you're going to have a separation there because it comes to a boiling point. So if you're dealing with a toxic family issue right now, don't engage in it. Just start detaching from it and ask your angels to help bring peace to the situation, and it definitely will help. So awesome. You said hope so. What an amazing card. I have to remember which deck which one did I just... Hold on. Here's one of the messages, the decks that go along with this one. If this is the one you're talking about, Michelle, this is from John Holland. And this is actually a mediumship deck. And this is the one that had the mom message on it too. Oops. So definitely, and you can find these on Amazon. So this is a really awesome deck if you want to start connecting with your passed over loved ones and get messages from them. I'm getting more decks because I've had these for a few years now. And I can totally see where the Oracle deck addiction comes to, because it's not that, like, we have these gifts, obviously, but when you use, the reason why I use my cards is for y'all, because it makes it way more of a fascinating experience if I tell you, Spirit's saying you need to get up and move. If I say that versus showing you this and then, telling you a couple of messages, because this is what also happens when you're an intuitive reader. When I look at these messages, part of my gift is being able to see a whole story. and I can read a whole story off of this card because spirit brings in certain points, kind of like right now I'm looking at this whole circle of fun. When's the last time you had fun? You hung out and had a dance circle, dance party. I'm hearing dance party with like your girlfriends or your kids even. When is the last time you got up and moved and just did something? It's not about having to get up and go exercise and do all this craziness. It's just about getting up, taking a walk, going out in nature, having fun, dancing in the rain. When's the last time you danced in the rain? I'm definitely seeing somebody needs to go out and have a moonlight ceremony or dance, something like that. Definitely. I'm definitely hearing and especially if you're feeling a little under the weather, a little sad, when you start getting up and getting that blood flowing, it starts getting oxygen to your brain and it starts releasing all that negative energy from you. And here's your higher conscious. That's okay, no worries. I kick myself out often too in people. So hello, Sini Koza. Thanks, I will get that one. Yes, that's it. This is also healing with the fairies. And this is about your higher conscience. And it goes with this body movement. You're getting these thoughts. Your higher conscience is sending these messages to you. And this is cards blue because it's about the truth. This is a confirmation that those thoughts that you have, maybe about getting up, going, doing yoga, going and joining a cycling class. The reason why is not always just about exercising, to exercise. Sometimes spirit puts these thoughts like, hey, you should go on a walk. You know why? Because while you're on that walk, they're going to have somebody else bump into you that you need. That's going to be an answered blessing and prayer for you. Or somebody's going to bump into you and you're going to meet their dog, and their dog's going to remind you of someone that you knew, and there's going to be a whole message with this. So when you start getting pulled to go somewhere, go to a coffee shop, or I don't know why I want to go to this, craft fair, go to it. Stop talking yourself out of it, because ultimately your higher conscience is trying to breadcrumb you to trying to help, drop some breadcrumbs so you can find the path to where you need to be so you can be happier. So hello, Fluffy Bashy. Hi, good day, Queen. I love your name, Fluffy Bashy. How's your Monday going? So exciting. Thank you. So thank you for the follow. I appreciate it. Thank you for all the likes, and absolutely you need that in your life. Definitely. So will your ex-girlfriend Nikki come back to me? I love to just I got yes or no ones. Will your ex-girlfriend Nikki come back to you? Unfortunately, I'm not seeing that as a yes, because it's saying big happy changes, and I feel like there was a separation for a reason, and the reason why it's blocked is not because you're having a hard time releasing this person. And you're not letting the new changes come into your life, because ultimately when we break from people, and I've done this theory a lot through my life and applied it, and I've understood that sometimes we have to have endings. We never think of it this way. Our soulmate might be in a relationship right now that they're trying to get out of, but they need to heal that before they can come to us. So that's when people say it's not divine timing yet. The timing's not right. That could be something. So we're trying to force something and push something when it's not ready. how is your soulmate going to come to you if they're still in a relationship? Because if you meet each other and they're in the relationship, now that's not going to create a good thing, because now it's the foundation is built off of deceit and lies, because they aren't available. They're not single. They're with someone, right? So there's reasons, rhymes and reasons for things. And awesome. I'm glad your Monday's great. So definitely recovery. That is coming in with the message that I'm just talking about right here. You're going through a recovery period. If you are single right now, and people like put years and they justify, well, it doesn't matter because I've been single for 10 years. Well, that was partly choice and partly part of your karmic thing. So you need to really look on, why have I been single for all these years? Is it because I'm comfortable in just being with me now and I don't want to go work for it? Or I've really tried everything and all that I can do and I just don't want to give up? Or have I just given up on love? This is what the recovery process is. And when we break up with someone, we can't just go jump back in with someone else. I did that. I thought I was like, well, I wasn't, and I would talk myself out of it. I wasn't that attached. I wasn't that in love. And that person was just wrong. Well, there was parts of it in there too with me. So you got to go through that recovery healing process before you're going to be the best version, the best healed version of yourself when you meet your person. Because if it's meant for you, it'll always be there for you. Nothing can mess it up. But you're going to make it just bring in a lot of unnecessary chaos if you're bringing in baggage and you just know it's not the right time. See? Not the right time. Not the right time. It is time to recover. Time to recover. So I did that too. It didn't work well. Yep. I am the queen of it. I kept like being in these long-term relationships, and then they wouldn't work out. They'd work out for years, but were they really working out, or were I just tolerating them where I just kept them going for all those years because I didn't want to be alone? I was afraid of being alone. And because I also found out in my past life I was an orphan many, many times, and that's where my abandonment comes in, is because I was left to the wolves being an orphan like in the 1700s. That's not a fun time to be an orphan, even worse than now. So, well, Chan and you get married. Let's see if you believe. Ooh, that one's a positive one. But right now, this one literally fell out. It's not the right time. So they are saying it is a possibility in the future if you keep that positive energy going. But right now, don't push it. Spirit has a plan for you. Maybe they need you guys to get to know each other a little bit better. There's some kind of reason here, so don't push it. Just know to be in the present moment. And we're always worried about marriage, but ultimately, speaking from someone who was married for 10 years, marriage isn't always the prize at the end of the tunnel. Having a person that you can wake up to, be peaceful, love you, and be your best friend is the prize. And would I like to be married? Yes. But do I feel that you can be in a union together and not have an actual marriage? Yes. But there needs to be a mutual agreement between each other that you are specifically within this union. It doesn't have to be legal if you have reservations against that, because sometimes it gets more complicated. And if you're a divorcee, then it gets even more complicated, even putting yourself in, and then you're like, am I going to make the right choice? And it just comes complicated. But if you actually have a union where you have committed yourself to each other, there's nothing wrong with that. People are starting to come out of the programming that we have to be barefoot and pregnant in the kitchen and married. Okay, like women have much more worth. than being married and being a trophy wife. Okay? I know I'm a trophy. I'm more than a trophy wife. I am a trophy in itself, just being me. I am not to be owned. All good things are wild and free, my friends. All good things are wild and free. You can't tame. We're not meant to be tamed. We're meant to collaborate and co-create and build memories together. We're not, and you know, to be protected by each other and have somebody have your back, but we are not meant to be put down and compared and all this craziness if you're on the toxic side. Just know that you deserve way more than that. So thank you for the follow. I appreciate it, Mrs. Kim. Will you have money in the future? Let's see, Fluffy Bashy. This is reversed unlikely because it's not unlikely. But you're having to wait because these are both reversed. And when they come up reversed, it's because there's that blockage energy that this is almost what you're projecting out there. But I feel like it's not unlikely that you are going to have some money. Money is going to come, but you need to be a little patient and wait and start focusing your thoughts on what makes you abundant, because we don't chase money, we attract it. Law of attraction is ask, believe, receive. And once you start using your power of thought to say money flows to me with ease, money comes quickly, money comes freely, money flows to me with ease. And so it is. I like money. Money's my friend. Me and money get along really well. Watch some YouTube videos of affirmations, millionaire affirmations. Type that in. Definitely have, I feel like maybe work with your third eye and crown, because I definitely feel money is going to be, it's always coming to you. It's about, are you attracting it to you or are you chasing it? So, wow, fully get you. Amen, sister. Will my husband and me get the combined visa of Australia? San you? I don't know. Archangel Michael's coming in and saying maybe reconsider. You're not reconsidering. There's something maybe you need to reconsider, something you don't know the truth about maybe. But they are coming in with the yes, so maybe for you not to reconsider. Maybe you shouldn't reconsider and maybe you should go forward with it is what I'm picking up. So I hope that helps. I'm just giving you guys quick, short messages. Okay, will me and Hernandez relationship eventually improve? I'm feeling yes, there's a recovery period coming for you, my friend. So definitely during this time, work with your angels, sit in meditation, maybe do some yoga, but you need to sit with spirit and maybe sit outside. Release that negative energy. Ask yourself, why am I so focused on the negative energy in this relationship? And maybe sometimes I should just choose my battles. Because sometimes it's better, I'm hearing, to be kind than right on both sides of it. So definitely set your boundaries. And if someone is just blatantly going over your boundaries and making you feel like poop, those are not your people. I don't care how cute they are. I don't care how shiny and nice that Ferrari is. I don't care. If you can't treat me like a decent human being at this point and love me and be grateful for my presence, don't be in my presence, period. You cannot make me do anything different because you give me money. And I've been like that my whole life. I'm like, I don't care how much money you have. I don't care. I'm not poor. I'm not weak. So weak-minded that you're going to make me do something because you flap some money in front of me. Quick little fun story and I'll get back to you guys. Is it still freezing? Thank you for the likes, Michelle. I appreciate it. Thank you so much for your positive response. You're welcome, Sanyu. Awesome. Thank you, Kauai. Kauai. It's like Maui. Yeah. It's the same. Money doesn't make the person. So yes, I'll tell you a little fun story. I was in St. Louis on my days of selling stuff on my magazine crew, and I had to go to Planned Parenthood to get my Depo-Provera shot because I got a discount on it, right? And I went in there, and these people, the only one I could find in the area that would give me on a sliding fee scale was down in St. Louis, like literally St. Louis, the hood. I go there and I'm like, whatever. I go in there, I'm arguing with these people because they're just being ridiculous in there. And if you've ever been to something that is sliding, it's a nightmare, okay? So I went in there finally after being in there a couple hours. I argue with these people and they finally give me my shot. I finally pay for it, whatever, because they're trying to charge me full price and I'm trying to get the discount because that's the whole reason why I'm going down to this whole place. Meanwhile, the local hoodlums of St. Louis are stealing my car. I come out and that moment of, where's my car? You thought you parked it somewhere else? No, it really was gone. And it was a neon. And I don't know if you guys remember those neons with the paint that was like something was wrong with it because it always chipped off. But apparently those are the easily stolen cars in America. And I don't have any of my jewelry now because I had all this jewelry that I won from being in sales, and I had it on every finger. And instead of putting it in my pocket for some reason, I put it in my car, in my console. Well, when they stole my car, they stole all my rings that had diamond rings, ruby rings. These were rings that I won as a salesperson, so they were very sentimental. I never got all those rings, and now I wear no rings. And I think about this, and so then I have to call my boyfriend at that time to come pick me up. And now I'm stuck in the middle of the hood in St. Louis. I've got a tank top on and some cargo pants because I was just supposed to go in there. This is like early 2000s, supposed to go in there, come out and go about my day and go sell some stuff. And I'm in my early 20s and I'm mad. And at this point, I do smoke cigarettes back in the day. And I'm walking down the street because I'm like, I'm beyond angry of what just happened, what I just dealt with. My car's gone. Now I'm stuck. I'm scared. I'm white. I'm scared. I'm just like, this is, I'm just dealing with, this is like being dropped off in Albuquerque and you not knowing nobody. It's not a good time. But I'm like, whatever. So I'm walking to the gas station and these a whole carload of guys, like middle 40-year-old dudes, like nerds, like the ones that go pick up prostitutes, like, but they're engineers, those kind of weirdos. A whole carload of SUV pull up on him and he rolls up on me like I'm walking down the street, mad. And he comes up and he's like, hey, and he slaps all this money on the steering wheel and he's like, hey, how about a good time? And like I told you, if you guys have ever heard, I've never went into the dancing biz as a woman because I know my temper. And the moment that he did this, something came over me and I lost my cookies on this man and I jumped through the driver window. And I don't know why I didn't snatch up this money because I wanted to snatch up the money and slap him. Like, are you serious right now? How humiliating. And how do you just roll up on people and do that? He never had this reaction because usually girls are like, hey, mister, leave me alone. Not this crazy girl. She lost her mind, jumped through the window. And I don't know, I just lost my mind and started going crazy on this dude. And he got so scared that he threw his car into reverse, almost hit a car into traffic, and and went down the road. And I almost laughed because I was like, only you, Jesse, would lose your mind when somebody's like, hey, baby, let me give you a couple bucks. I'm like, let me show you. I was like, and I just went off and told him how I was not a call girl and you were not going to treat me that way and how bad of a day I had. And it was just like the moment of, he got all my suppressed rage. And I scared him and that whole group of men, and they probably never tried to pick up girls off the side of the road again, because screw you, man. Like, I can't walk down the road. And then what's even funnier is I got to the gas station and the angels helped me out, even though smoking's not good for you. A policeman actually asked me, hey, what are you doing in this side of town? Because you're obviously not supposed to be here. And I explained to him what happened. He went in and bought me a pack of cigarettes and told me to be safe. Because I also didn't have any money and I was stressed out and I needed to smoke a cigarette at that point. So, little fun story about money. I know why I've never worked at Club Cheetah, because the money does not do anything for me, because the Jessica in me is not having that. And I just knew that I would be a liability at the club. I'd be like, oh yeah, I'm doing it. And then they'd be like, hey, baby. And then I would just lose my mind. And yeah, and then I'd be in trouble. Oh, love it. So, for all of you that think women, are just, we're a woman, we can go to a club. Not all of us are built for that kind of life, okay? And you should be happy that females like myself are not in the club, because I would ruin your time. I would ruin it. I've had guys come over here and try to flirt with me, and I'm not especially if we're doing spiritual stuff, I'm not on that page. And if you're gonna try to do that, I'm like, let's talk about stuff. And you're like, man, you're a mood killer. Yep, I'm gonna keep killing it, because we're gonna talk about interesting knowledge stuff. I'm just saying, I laugh because if I want to be seductive and alluring, guess what, I fully can. Pisces have beautiful eyes. Mine are blue-green, by the way. Very seductive. I can be very seductive. I don't want to, because I don't choose to, because that's a lower vibration for me. And I actually love it when I know I'm that way. So if you're truly hanging out with me and you're a guy, it's because you really love my personality, not because you're getting a date. I'm just saying. And it's been that way my whole life, guys. I used to have guys, my maintenance man, I made friends with him, and he showed up to my house really early one morning, and I woke up out of bed and I was like, who is this knocking on my door at 7 a.m? I got like my pajamas on and I opened the door. I'm like, what do you need, man? And he came in and he stood at the door with donuts in one hand and coffee in the other, and I was like, you may proceed. Come have a seat on my couch. We shall have coffee and donuts and our inspiration session. This was when I was like 19, so 18. But I'm just saying, I've always been that girl, like, I don't know, and then some guys, you're narcissist. At one point in my life, I beat myself up a little bit. Like, why can't I be like the other girls and just be alluring and look at you? And I'm happy that I'm not that way, though, because I'm not supposed to be. I don't know. I've always got a lot of compliments that I can hang out, and I'm the one girl that you never have to worry about hanging out with your man, because the minute I hear married, ding, there it is, married, I'm going to limit my conversation with you. And if you're on my page, I talk in heart emojis. But if I know you're a guy and I know you're married, guess what? Probably going to be putting some cool sunglass emojis on there or something, because I was married one time and I've been cheated on. And if I want to hang around people, it's not because I need a date. I have enough. I don't need attention like that. And so if you, I know you guys I know somebody's feeling this out there. And I told my boyfriend, or my guy, that a while back, I told him, my girls are like this. I don't have to ever worry about my true home girls, and they're past. But my friends we always had just an unspoken word with each other. that's your man, your problem. You break up with him is still your problem, and I don't want anything to do with that because that's just not mine, not mine. And if you live by that girl code, that's when you know you got a true girl out there that's your person, because they don't want none of that. None of it. If it's connected to you, I don't want none of it, because I know it's not going to end well. And I like my friends better. I'll choose my friend over that any day. So fix your lashes. Fix your lashes. Is that your are we promoting our lash business here? Good for you. That's horrible. It's okay for me to say your eyes are bright and beautiful. Thank you. I love compliments. Don't get me wrong. I just don't like it when people are pretending that they want to hear what I have to say. If you know, simply come up and say, hey, I'm trying to hit on you right now. And I'll be like, well, keep on going, because it's not going to happen. But I have people who try to lie and like make it awkward and weird, and don't do that. And don't do it in my spiritual time. It's the same. Money doesn't make the person. Good for you. Thank you for the follow. I can't hear you. Can you guys hear me now? Love this. Jillian, fix your lashes. Hold on, we're going to get another message. Please don't spam my comments, though. Hi, Rindani. How are you? Bye, Queen. Thanks again. See you soon. Thanks, Fluffy Bashy. I have to go, but I love the time with you. Thank you. You're so welcome, Michelle. And I do intuitive coaching, mentoring. So if you need help with like getting a business idea or some support, come, let's have a consult. I'll do a free consult, give you, some things you can think over. But know if your husband, you're not, most of us don't have our partner's support when it comes to this. So know that you have my support if you need help, and Barbara too, and Renata. You three specifically, if you guys need my support, I'm going to be creating a Toxic Shadows group as well. I'm going to start doing it Wednesday nights and Sunday nights at like 7 p.m. Central Time. So if you guys are interested, definitely after this, send me a message through my Linktree with your email, and I will get you a Zoom link so you can join that whenever. So hi, are you doing questions? I am, Kim Morris. I'm just sitting here chatting, doing some readings, and I got 8,000 likes, and thank you guys so much. That makes me extremely happy. I think that's like my highest so far, because I'm still a bit new to getting on here every day, and that's okay though, because I have to spread my love everywhere. So if you have a question, go ahead and write it down. Rindani31. Can I continue to chat or communicate with my ex-girlfriend? Angels are saying to wait. Because right now it's very unlikely right now. They're saying, I feel like, again, take time to reflect on the lessons and the blessings between both of you. And I feel like you guys need to focus on, there's a very passionate connection, a very like ignited flame connection between both of you. But I feel like you guys need to connect a little bit more with each other on when it comes to communicating how you feel. Because it's not just about the desire and the passion of it all. Let's see what else we can clarify. Look to your inner strength. So maybe this is a toxic relationship that is one of those that you just can't let it go, and you don't know why, but it keeps pulling you in. And that if it feels like that, that is because it is a test. It is here specifically to bring you a lesson. And usually that lesson, because I've went through this, is to strengthen your self-love and know that put you first, and you have the control. Number 11, you have the control to say no too. Are you going to go for love or lust? Because sometimes we get pulled into lust, but lust isn't everlasting. It's shallow. It only stays for the moment. And some people are only meant to be here for the moment. Maybe this person came in and you guys came in to help get each other back on track, fill each other's cup up, but you were companion soulmates, but you weren't meant to. You kind of fell off the same page. Maybe one of you started going up the ladder and one of you kind of stayed. So when separation happens, no, it's about time to reflect on everything. And if it's meant to be, it will roll back again, but you can't force it. And if it's not coming back together, then you have to say, well, this was a lesson. What was the lesson? No matter how hard, because it's a bitter pill to swallow, but ultimately in the end, you will feel so much freer once you release that. And love you, new love. Embrace an opportunity for love in your work prospects or for your spiritual growth. So you know what? The person that's not with you may be having your heart, and you may be sad that they're not there, but you're not giving yourself, you're kind of not giving yourself that room for what if the next person comes in and it's even more of a dream person and they're even more energetically aligned with you. Do you want to block yourself from that by holding on to the old? Because ultimately you're letting this person live rent-free in your mind, and they weren't for your highest good. But it hurts because love hurts. But if you can know that, if you can just show gratitude for the experience of having it and the lessons, and try not to get too attached on outcome, or if it didn't turn out the way you wanted to, know that it's all happening the way it's supposed to. And if you start reflecting on that versus will you ever be happy? Well, you'll be happy once you can be happy within yourself and know that person's coming as an addition. They complement you. And if they're complicating you more than they're complimenting you, that's when you need to decide, where's my self-worth lie? What do I want to tolerate? What do I love? So I hope that answers your question, Rendani. Apologize if I can't, I keep getting on this, and I'm like tasting this incense. It's crazy, like this thick incense right now. Crazy. Riri will reach out to me. Your angels are saying no. So maybe not at this moment. Let's see what else. They even say yes upside down, which is no. I'm not laughing at you. I'm just laughing at the... because they're showing there's not going to be a peaceful resolution right now. So no, I don't feel that he is going to reach out to you. Maybe in the future, but not right now. Because right now you guys aren't going to get anything solved with communication, I guess. Maybe you guys need some time apart. Maybe he's busy. May read money. What is your question, Georgina? And Kayla Carson, please, would you just like a card? Let's see what message the angels have, Kayla. I'll give you a message, Georgina. I just need to know, I guess, understand what you're asking for. Are you asking for, yeah, just write your question about money, what it is that you would like to know. So let's see, Kayla. And if you guys are liking this, please like, share, and go to my YouTube channel, which is the link in my bio, or the little play button in my bio, and just go subscribe to it. It helps support me. This is where all my lives go to. And this definitely helps. If you guys, I take donation or, gifts from the heart too. But if you can't pay for a reading, sending likes, sending some love that way, that helps other people get to see my stuff. I do personal readings as well. I'm doing them for an hour reading. It's $44.44. So definitely check that out. If you guys, is my husband Arnie coming today with good news, Kayla? Well, they're being very blunt. A peaceful resolution, though, is coming, so maybe you may not get something specific for good news, but I feel like a peaceful resolution is coming, and the angels are giving you that promise with the rainbows. So they're asking you not to dim your light and to connect with love. They're wanting you to know that love is the only thing that's real. What else? And they want, they're showing a message of new love, and this is reverse. Turn on your heart light. Reflect on a time when you experienced love. So I feel like maybe since this is your husband, maybe this is about maybe reflecting on yourself as a new love. Or start maybe making a new beginning with each other. If you guys look back on the times that it was going awesome and kind of reflect on, what made you start turning your heart off to each other, maybe not listening or communicating as much. The number 36 and 26 are definitely a number for you. So let me know how this, I'm kind of feeling that. I don't know if, so this is either, I feel like you guys are on the mend. Like I said, I feel like you're on the mend, but this is about reflecting on what you cherish in your heart and what's important. Let go of the petty, and if it's something that you guys need to discuss, you need to sit down and actually have an open, honest conversation and put up your boundaries and what you will and won't tolerate with each other, and make them firm. Make them firm. And if not, it's time to really be honest, because this is the point. You can't hold back no more. It's either going to happen, it's going to heal, or y'all aren't going to heal. But it takes teamwork, definitely. But have patience. Love is patient and kind always, and love doesn't hurt. And there's that lotus flower again. Know that, take your circumstances and use that energy to help fuel you towards a better resolution. And speak your truth, because I'm getting choked up again. Speak your truth. Stop holding back your feelings, because your true person can take a little ruffling of their feathers. If they're going to get that defensive and that upset and project all their feelings on you, that's when you don't need to absorb that. You need to say, that's how you feel, and this is how I feel. So I needed to hear that. I appreciate it so much. Yeah, definitely. You can grow something beautiful out of your circumstances, but you need to release all that doesn't serve your highest good or doesn't serve love. And if it's opinions or pointing of fingers, you're going to have to just start anew. And then I always give it about a month and start looking. Are they really making the effort, changing? Are we both doing it together? You need to start reflecting on it, and then you're going to have to decide, what do I desire in a relationship? It does not make you a bad person if you do not want to stay with someone for 9 million years. We really do outgrow people. And if you look back at our ancestors, how many angry pictures do you have of your ancestors in a black and white picture? Mad as heck with their person. Yeah, sure, they were married 60 years. They were angry. They did not talk to each other. Their faces said it all. Pearl, is Frankie my soulmate? Angels are saying to get more information, and right now I don't feel like it's a romance. So I'm going to put a no to that. I feel like maybe he's rolling on the bit of a karmic soulmate, like he came in to teach you a lesson, but I'm not feeling that this is your true forever. He's your for the moment companion soulmate. Are we going to get the project? Carol, angels are saying to choose a new direction. And something about not communicating clearly. How does that resonate with you? I kind of feel that maybe maybe you guys need to find a different way to go about doing things, or maybe there's something that there's not being talked about. So ultimately on the path that you're on, I don't feel like you're going to get it because maybe you're not saying what you need to say out there. You guys let me know if fun. No. No. We don't talk about Bruno, no. Please don't come in here and be rude. No. We've been together for 14 years and we have 5 kids, yes. And so know that there's a healing aspect there, but you guys are both going to have to get on the page together, Kayla, because sometimes you forget who you are, and sometimes you forget who you are as a couple, and you end up making all the issues and all the things about your family, they mask up over the true desires. And sometimes we don't make enough time for each other. Especially with 5 kids, you're definitely not spending enough time. Angels are showing me right now, you're not spending enough time together. And it's not about just sitting and watching TV together, actually doing stuff, getting to know each other again. Fall back in love again is what I'm hearing. Are we going to get, yeah, so definitely, and I'm hearing ask help from others. So, Raquel, will my financial situation get better this year? Meditation brings answers. So I'm feeling like yes, and your angels are asking you to do a little meditation, because prayer is where we ask for what we need help with. Meditation is where we receive the answers to our prayers. So if you're just sending prayers up, but you're not receiving the message, how do you know it hasn't been answered? Because every prayer is always answered. It depends if you are paying attention and you've got the channel open. Spirit always responds with somewhere in the context of your 5 senses. So meditation brings answers. Definitely. I feel like you have some, and then they're let go. They're showing you're not letting go of past failures, past things. Know that the law of attraction is ask, believe, receive. Whatever's meant for you will always come to you like a magnet. but you got to make space for new. And if you're holding on to all that scarcity mindset and all that programming of there's not enough, guess what? There's not ever going to be enough. And you're blocking your blessings from coming in. Will your financial situation improve, Georgina? This is right now, no, because you're not being assertive. Because maybe there's some things that, for example, I'm hearing you could cut back on a few things. Like even those subscriptions, we have all these things like $7 subscriptions. We have money going out more than coming in sometimes. So definitely look on what you can cut back on. Maybe instead of getting a Starbucks coffee every day, get one twice a week. Just little changes like that will help you, but it's about being assertive and knowing who you really are. So maybe about living within your means. Don't try to get in the rat race of comparing yourself to the Joneses and then you're wearing this false mask or hiding behind a mask of who you truly are with your material possessions. So I do see your finances will improve, but angels are saying to repeat some prosperity meditations. Go on YouTube and start listening to some I am affirmations, millionaire money affirmations. I am money millionaire affirmations. And it says, I am a millionaire. I am prosperous. Money flows to me. Money flows through me. Money, I am in the divine flow of money. You need to repeat these kinds of affirmations for all of you that are asking for financial questions, because you can clear up your financial situation at any moment with law of attraction. But most of us have a hard time doing that because we can't put the mind power to looking past our present circumstances and detaching from that. Okay, how many times have you had a check just show up in your mailbox? Okay, it just did that with the stimulus. All of a sudden people went out there and looked in their bank and they're like, holy cow, I got $750. Now we all know that money's got ties and sometimes it has to be paid back, but I'm just saying that's how angels work. Money, there's so much unclaimed money out there. We got to get in the flow of money and know that it's coming to you and have the belief that you're worthy of the money coming to you. Start having the belief that you're worthy and notice all the things that start coming to you. If you go around and say, I'm not worthy of this, I can't spend this on me, I can't, I'm broke, I'm poor, that's all you're affirming to the universe. So start affirming, I am rich, I'm wealthy, I deserve to be happy. I deserve to have all my needs met. I deserve to have an unlimited amount of food to eat. I deserve not to be in scarcity. I deserve not to be hungry. I deserve love. Money helps bring me things, but it does not make me. Money is my friend. Money comes to my hands and fulfills my needs. Money builds my desires. Money is my friend. Money is an energy that I attract into my life. And so it is. Okay, so there's some affirmations for you, my friend. I hope that helps. Hopefully you guys are taking notes. Will you start a new business soon, user 6329? Not within the next few months, but I feel like it's coming. So in the next maybe 6 months, I feel like you are going to be getting a new business. Will your finances get better soon, Sherry? Yes, but there's something better. So trust. So don't get in the low vibration of, man, somebody out there is throat chakra block. You got to have trust, and it's in your higher self. That's the Trinity, Holy Trinity here, mind, body, and soul. Father, Son, and Holy Spirit. For those of you who believe in that, trust. You gotta have trust in yourself, trust in your angels, and you gotta trust that there's something better. This is not where you're meant to be forever, and bad times don't, scarcity doesn't last forever, but you have to stand in your power and affirm that. It's very important that you affirm that you are abundant, and the angels, Archangel Ariel is the angel of prosperity. Repeat that prayer. Look up Archangel Ariel and you can find some prayers that will help you. And every time you get worried about your financial situation, say the affirmation instead and see how that starts working out for you. It's replacing your worry with an actual solution. Is my husband your soulmate? Angels are saying to look for a sign, and yes, Nafi, he is. So you're not looking for your signs. Maybe you're so worried because there's maybe some things that he's not good at, or maybe you guys conflict a little bit. He's got bad habits, you got bad habits, but ultimately I feel like you guys are soulmates, but you need to learn how to work as teammates. And once you start putting it more as, instead of husband and wife, soulmate, whatever we put in our head because of Cinderella and all the Disney movies that we've watched with the princesses being rescued, once we stop putting our marriages into that aspect and know that a soulmate is a team member, it's your best friend. Ultimately, after the romance and all the passion and all the funness, okay, I had a record here. I just said it with 2 years. It was hot and heavy for 2 years. And then, after 5 years, we called it friends. But hey, 2 years, that was pretty awesome. So that hot and heaviness wears off. But where are you going to be after the hot and heaviness? You're going to be friends. Because you got to be friends to go through this reality. I'm just saying. Camellia, my partner, coming out of prison this year, 2022. I'm sorry. Unfortunately, I don't see this happening, my friend. And angels are showing a message of unforgiveness here with this situation. Try to know that everything's happening for a reason, even if it doesn't feel or look like it. But know that it's happening for your highest good. So try to give forgiveness to the situation and try to just, be mindful and be in the present moment. Don't ever forget about that. You're welcome, Georgina. Will you do good in a business, Sherry? I feel like you will, but you're not listening to your intuition. And maybe you're going against something because maybe you're a little embarrassed, or you're like, I'm going to be known as the donut lady or the crazy angel lady. Whatever it is, your ego is kind of in there, got you going a different direction than your true heart's desire. So when you go and pick out for your new business, do what makes you happy. Stop trying to pick it out because you saw Sally Sue do a really good job on selling eyelashes, and she made $500,000 last year. Well, are you Sally Sue? Do you love eyelashes? Do you wear eyelashes? If you said no to the above, then maybe you don't want to go selling eyelashes, because I sell intuitive coaching. I do intuitive coaching because I love it. I wake up every day and it brings me absolute, complete joy to talk to you guys and bring messages and help heal people's lives and do something even more fun than sell you a brush or a mirror or whatever, makeup. It just makes me happy, and this is what I want to do. But when you're doing a new business, it's about, what do you want to marry? What do you want to spend most of your time promoting to people? Because a business is, you're marketing 24/7. Okay, you're always selling, always be selling. Abs, always be selling. ABP, always be pitching. So listen to your intuition, because Spirit's also trying to drop in some things for you too. Thank you guys for all the likes. I appreciate it. I'm trying to get to all your messages here, but they all just kind of showed up all of a sudden. So, is my daughter going to prison this year? Let's see. I am seeing a recovery period, so it might be. So will it be before Christmas? I don't know. I'm gonna say unfortunately yes. I feel like it will, but when I'm looking at this improving health and recovery. Okay, well, the daughter's dad, excuse me, you didn't put, yeah, I didn't see dad there, but I definitely, okay, that makes more sense. So I definitely see that is a yes, and it will be before Christmas, but I definitely feel like this is a good thing, even though going to jail is never a good thing for anybody. I feel like this is going to help solve some matters. Yeah, I know you meant her dad. It's okay. So know that I feel like this will happen, but try not to be resentful of it, and try to focus on what truly matters right now, which is your daughter. And don't get caught up in all of that madness and that chaos, because your daughter comes first. So know that if this person is going to jail, they made their choices, and choices come with consequences. So even if we try to, because I've had friends that are in the system and I try to defend them, but ultimately they know they made that choice to do bad, and they know that they're having to pay the piper now. And a lot of people will end up paying the piper just because they're tired of running. Because I've had friends that ran, and then they're like, fine, just take me. But you know what? If they're going there, sometimes I feel like it's because they need to recover. They need to know, why do I keep going in and out of this? Why do I keep being drawn into this negative? What is making me not want to live my life with my family and do right by myself, not by society, but do right by myself, that I had stopped putting myself in these toxic situations? Because it's not necessarily that somebody's a criminal and they're a bad person. It's that they get caught up in a toxic energy and they just don't use their good sense, because the desire for, I call it the devil energy, comes over you, and that desire takes a hold of you, and now you're a puppet and you can't fight this. So ultimately it's like your ego took over, and that's when you made that bad decision, and your higher self's like, man, I didn't want to do this again. Why don't you listen to me? And ego's like, because I'm cool, man. He's like, well, you're so cool, I'm gonna call you a culo. Because now we're back in the system. Good job, high five. And if any of you guys are inmates or been there, you guys know what I'm talking about, because I have friends that are finally out of that whole system, because they finally figured out that it was their ego pushing them into these bad decisions, simply for the fact that they didn't get that validation and that love that they truly needed growing up. And most of us didn't, but some of us really got it really bad. And you know what? I truly understand why people get in the predicaments they do. Some of the parents out there, shame on you and how you treated your person, your kid. I'm just saying, shame on you. Because when somebody's already caught up in a negative habit, it doesn't help just to say, hey, I don't like you anymore. Bye-bye. And just leave them alone, hanging out to dry. Most people, too, if you got caught up in something really young, know that you're still in that 18, 19-year-old mindset, even if you're in your 30s. So I look at all these different aspects before I judge anyone. And I don't judge anyone because I can always be on the other side of those bars, too. You can always be on the other side of those bars. So don't judge people. Just keep yourself out of there. He's also in a toxic third-party relationship. There you go. It's all to do with child maintenance. He's not been paying for her. Yes, and I fully understand the irritation with that, but try not to focus and get caught up on that, because ask your angels for help. They will help you. And even if that is his duty, if that's his duty, that money is going to come to you eventually. Know that. In some way, shape, or form, that money is going to come to you. So focus on, I know I'm taken care of, and I know that I can work with my angels to attract it. If you're struggling, because sometimes if we don't have child support, I was there when I started with my kid. I got lost my job. And then my HR person lied on me, and they didn't give me any workman's comp, and then they didn't give me any kind of child support. So I was literally trying to pay all this stuff with my daughter off of nothing. And that's when I got the shameless tattoo, because I had to learn a lot of fancy footwork. So know that even if you don't get that check, 'cause I know that's the hardest thing out here for single moms, but I'm going to tell you, know that money, if it's owed to you, it will come back to you. So instead of like focusing on it, being mad about it, is like drinking poison, hoping the other person is affected. It ain't going to do anything. So let it go. Ask your angels to help you and your family, give you opportunities. Start asking to bring that energy into your life, because the angels are never going to let you and your babies totally go without. Why do you think all of a sudden these miracles start popping up in a lot of single moms' life? Because babies aren't ever forgotten about. So you may be struggling, but there's a rhyme and reason to everything. So try not to take everything for face value. So, will he leave the third party? I'm going to answer one more question for you, and then we're going to roll forward. Unfortunately, I don't feel like he will. Unforgiveness is there. And it's not the right time. He doesn't see anything wrong with his actions at the moment. And that's the thing about other people, is we can't control other people and their actions. So I really feel like the angels want you to take this up as a toxic karmic relationship. And even though this is the father of your child, I coexist with the father of my child, but I have an restraining order, where you stay on your side of the fence, I stay on my side of the fence. I will never re-enter into that toxic relationship. And that is a permanent one. For the rest of my life, that will stay in order. We have to drop you. We can't even meet somewhere. We have to go to the police station and drop my kid off to exchange our kid. Because he got that messy when we went through our divorce. So I'm just going to tell you, this girl and I'm just getting this really, like, don't waste your time and your energy, because you're giving your power away to this man. Who cares if he owes you money? Because you know what, girl, angels are way bigger than that check that he could give you, that the state can give you. And if you put all this time and energy into what the angels can help you, you could be sitting on a yacht next year, chilling with your baby, feeding it fruit, okay? And laughing, being like, so how'd that 10-year plan work out? Kind of like on Big Daddy, where she's like, he's got a 10-year plan, and then finds out his 10-year plan is to be the cook at Hooters. Okay, you need to get a sense of humor about this, and you need to laugh and be like, okay, that's great. I'm glad you showed your true colors, and I hope she makes you happy, because I'm worthy of love. Thank you, angels, for taking the trash out, because I don't need all this chaos in my life. I'm raising your child, and whether you want to be a part of that child or not, guess what? I have to be a part of this child. I didn't get a decision whether or not. I have to be. So you win by not by gray rocking that whole situation. Like, your money don't mean nothing. I told my ex that I don't care about your money. Actually, at this point, I'm just going to get your money just because, to affect you, because you're a narcissist and anything I do doesn't affect you, but money does. And actually, I went through all that, and then I closed it down after that, because it was just the principle of it. And I made it through all that without any. So know your worth and know your power, and know that it is a big irritation. I am not dismissing the fact that he's in the wrong, but I'm not going to let him take away your peace, because that's a control thing. And narcissists don't pay you your money because they want to hurt you. And so if I know your intentions behind why you're not doing something, guess what? I'm not going to fall for it, and I'm not even going to pay. All right. Well, my kid ain't, we're not losing any sleep over here without your money, because I didn't lose any sleep because I didn't have the money. My kid ate fine. We lived just fine. I was happy. It was more exciting when the money came in, but money does not make everything. I love you. Your angels love you, and don't fall for that. You can do this, girl. You can do this, Jade. Don't let somebody take your power away. And we're gonna share one more message to really cement that in, because I really feel like you need to hear this. And we're gonna put 2 messages here. Actually 3, because they all go together. There's that love message. These were reversed, and the deepening. Know that the cat is it's connected to ancient times, right? It's also about so this soul connection has incarnated, this union has incarnated many past times before, this karmic relationship. And karmic relationships are all about learning lessons, okay? They strictly come in to teach you a lesson, act as a spiritual catalyst to help propel you. I needed to learn some lessons, therefore I married my narcissist for 10 years. And but this is about shapeshifters too, okay? This person's a shapeshifter, and love, it's more about self-love. Don't fall for the toxic love. The toxic love comes with codependency and low vibration behavior. But true love comes within yourself and the angels and spirit. And there's that lotus flower again. It's about knowing how beautiful you are and using, literally going through the poop and using it to become a beautiful flower. And here's that message of receiving. Open up your arms to receive, my friend. Keep blocking him. He keeps watching your social media. And you know what? You know how many people watch my social media? Like, I don't even just have one ex watching my social media. I have people from like 20 years ago watching my social media. Yesterday, that person may still be on here right now. It's kind of creepy when I was all of a sudden given a reading, and all of a sudden I'm like, why am I blocked? Well, because you're texting me at 5 a.m. and I'm supposed to be your spiritual coach, and now you're trying to make me like, and you have a wife, and it's weird, and block. And you know what? Power is when I don't explain why I did something, because you know your actions. And if I did something, I'm not playing this game of gaslighting of, why did you block me? Really? Why do you think I blocked you? Leave me alone. And you know what? If you're going to come up on my show, if you want to come up on my page, I will act out for all of you haters. I don't care. I have so many people that have watched me. I've been building up my social online presence since 2018. Actually, I've been online since 2012 or 11, something like that. That's when I started on Facebook doing my Pisces group. And then I made pages, and then I eventually got over here. But you just ignore them. And if you really want to see my, here, let me get closer so you can see my face. Yeah, I love it. And you know what? Sometimes I won't even block you. Because if you really are that attached, like if you're creepy and you're just bothering me with it, yeah, I will block you. But obviously you're a fan. Obviously you're a fan. I know this makes you happy. Because self-love, baby, self-love. You gotta have your self-love. And obviously, I'm a pretty awesome catch. If you're still coming after me and you already got another person, like, ooh, thank you for the compliment. Because I do have self-love, and I walk with my inner child. And I have boundaries, and you need to listen to Peach because she's playing right now. I stand firm in my boundaries. I ain't gotta people please. I ain't gotta, or I don't fuck with low vibe. I ain't scared to cut ties. Yeah, you guys need to hear Peachka. Definitely you can find her on here. She is an intuitive rapping coach, and she's my shiro. Will my ex get the jail for what he's done to us? Diane, let's see. Hold on. Well, this message is coming out. Appreciate the moment. Well, 3 messages came out, but I was going to do your, let's see. So romance is coming up reversed, and practice compassion. See things from a fresh perspective. The number 33 and 15 are definitely big angel numbers for you. 15 is about, that's that devil energy. It's number 15 in the tarot deck, and that's about manipulation, because what do you think about when you think about the devil? All the energies that go with it. Low vibration, which is manipulation, lust, addiction, things like that. I definitely am feeling that I need to release this, and maybe not judge someone so much for their addictions, but obviously know that there's no romance here either. And when it goes to judging and forgiving, know that you do it for yourself, because you need to make space for your own stuff, and you don't want to block your blessings. So that's why you ultimately do it, so you can heal yourself. And it's about forgiving the situation. I'm going to keep repeating this. I forgive the situation because our ego has a hard time forgiving a person, but it has a better time of, okay, I can forgive this situation, and I can definitely forgive myself. But when it comes to that person, I still don't like you, and I don't know. I forgive, but I'd never forget. Yeah, so it's so hard, and I definitely understand. And here's something I'm going to tell you. It was really hard for me to forgive my ex for the unspeakable things that he did to me in the 10 years. And they were all undercover things that, it's like, I'm not doing nothing. Yes, you are. And you're manipulating, making my whole family doesn't talk to me. He literally went to my family and told them that I was a prostitute and that I was selling pills and I was running Johns through my house. And they really believed him. Okay. And they still believe him to this day. It's really sad. I'm not that person. So I learned through that whole, I was so angry. I was going to have a party for my divorce and everything because I was so bitter and angry. This was before my spiritual awakening. And finally, I ended up, my friend told me something because he took it. He even kidnapped my kid to a whole nother state, dude. I'm in Colorado. He made me sit in a parking lot for 8 hours while he kidnapped my kid to Iowa. And they told me you can't kidnap your own kid. So therefore the police did nothing. And I sat here for a month. And then I had to go on a high-speed chase one day. And it was a whole fun story. Anywho, dilly, out of that whole fun experience, my friend told me God's revenge is not for you to have. And I don't believe God is revengeful, or God's vengeance is not yours to have. Ultimately, that was the first part of my spiritual awakening, of releasing my bitterness and my anger, especially because I already have this karmic lesson of anger, and let it go and let karma handle it and control what I can control and do it and focus on what I can do. And the more you don't water a plant, guess what? The less it'll grow. So stop feeding that little ego and start feeding your higher self. And it's about having to learn how to walk the higher road. And at one point, me and my ex went round and round and round and round and round. And one day I finally got grounded in enough power that my daughter started one day. I called her and she started hanging up on me and dismissing me. And my daughter's, this was when she was like 9, 10. I was like, we are not doing that. You are not going to treat me like I'm a bad mom. Okay. Like no narcissist. And he thought he was going to tell me this and that. And I got them both on the phone. And it was the greatest moment of my life because I got them. I regulated all of them on the phone, explained to them how this would not be happening, and stood in my power, did not yell, did not get emotional, did not fluctuate my voice, was very direct, spoke my words, spoke my truth, explained my boundary, drew the line in sand, and said, peace out. Now, it took me almost 5 years to do that. And the 10 years when I was with him, I slammed doors, yelled, screamed, whatever. In that moment, it was so gratifying that I finally stood in my power and did that. So that is what you need to start working on. This is what I tell myself. You will respond, not react. And if I can't find the words to respond to you, I will walk away or I will become silent, because Mama always told me, if you ain't got nothing nice to say, don't say anything at all. I still feel attached to him, but he did so wrong to my daughter. Justice will be done. It will be done. And if you would like some help with this, I can do a virtual toxic grief session with you. The link's in my bio. Or I'm doing 30-minute hour readings right now, just an angel reading, whatever you want. But I do the toxic relationship session. I do a cord cutting prayer, and I read some prayers to Archangel Michael to help you get aligned with that, because that's why I started my business, because I started this business in 2018. My marriage was officially over. Like the divorce finally happened a year later in 2018. So that's why I do this business. Is that because I think it's fun to read cards and stuff, but ultimately I want to teach you guys the tools. If somebody would have given me these tools even 10 years ago, guess what? I would have been a lot further ahead than I am now, but I am where I'm supposed to be. But I feel knowledge is the key, and if I can help you guys out with a little bit of knowledge, I'm gonna give it to you. Because if people would have just told me the truth, guess what? I wouldn't have wasted my time. If I know the truth, and I know for a fact that it's 100% the truth, that's how I'm going to make my decision. That's why I tell people, don't lie to me. I can handle the truth. I can handle the truth. I might get upset because, yeah, the truth can be hurtful, but the truth will set you free, because the truth is the truth. You're going to have to deal with it one way or another, because that's what it is. Even if you don't like it, it is what it is. It's the truth. Now, if it's a lie, now I got to go dismantle that lie, and I got to do all kinds of other things. So stop making me work so hard. That's what made me mad, because I've always been told the truth. I always told people, don't lie, because even before I knew I had my gifts, I've always been a human lie detector. I told my daughter, I don't care what you do in life, and I ingrained this in her a lot. Don't lie to me, because I can help you if you tell me the truth. I may not like it, I may suck, but it is the truth, and we can figure it out. But if you lie to me, you're wasting precious time, and then you start making it where people don't trust you, and it's like the boy that cried wolf. Hello, Ula for David. So I hope these messages are helping you guys, and if you want to support me for the readings that I'm doing here, go to my YouTube channel and definitely hit the subscribe button. The link's in my bio. You'll see the little play button. Just click on it and press subscribe. I'm really trying to get it over 100 because I opened it a while back and I just never had so many other things I had to market. All this social media stuff. Because if you don't have a certain number of likes, you don't have this and you don't have that, then the algorithm doesn't like to put you out there and all kinds of fun stuff. So I know my YouTube page is definitely worth more than 67 viewers. So if you guys could help grow out and go just hit the subscribe button. And then when new readings come up or available, or just new stuff, because I do podcast on there too, you guys will be notified. It's pretty cool. So, all right, guys, I'm going to roll out of here in just a minute. Is there any questions that I didn't answer? Or if, hello, Simone. You guys, hello, Isaiah Jackson. So I hope this helps you, Jade. And also, I'm going to be creating a toxic relationship support group Wednesday nights and Sunday nights on Zoom. If you guys are interested in that, it is free. And then you guys can know whether you want to do more coaching on my Patreon or whatever. But this is, we're going to be doing a topic and then having support, and it's on Zoom, so it's safe, and you know who's in there while you're talking. But this will help you guys if you can't do my coaching right now. I'm willing to offer this for you guys. So definitely send me your email and let me know. Just send a message in my link tree. Hey, I'm interested in being a part of the group, and I will send you the link via your email for the Zoom meeting that's going to start happening, because I feel like you start picking up your coaches and stuff when you start having a group you can feel a part of. And I just feel like it would make it better, because, hey, why not? And then you don't have trolls come in there and stuff. So you've been having signs, seeing white feathers. Well, that is your spirit team telling you to be positive, and Jade, and they're telling you that they're with you. So ask your angels. All you got to do is say, please, angels, help me. I can't do this by myself. If you can't come up with a specific request, just say that and they will help you. But then you got to release it and know that just because you can't see them, they are there working with you. You are manifesting every moment of the day. So yes, so definitely, Jade, send me your email, and just let me know how I can best assist you, and we'll get you going, because I do intuitive coaching. But I think it would help you to come kind of like meetings. Meetings are good if you have and I want to do them where we focus on a topic and then get input from everyone and have everyone share, a bit of their story, because that's what starts helping healing. And that's what, once you start getting on the road where you feel comfortable, that's when you start digging in and doing the really, we're going to get in there and we're going to start healing the really rough stuff in there. So be patient with yourself, though. Don't jump to doing something. All right, friends, I'm going to hop off here. I'll stop with Gail. And is your soulmate, Gail? There's an opportunity there. Trust, but there's something better. So be mindful. This might just be a companion soulmate for the moment, but I feel like this isn't your forever person, but definitely saying you can go for it for the moment, or enjoy it if you're with this person right now. Stop rushing things, because if you have a companion soulmate, they're just supposed to be there for a season. And sometimes we make our seasons, we try to bring our winter season into our summer season, and it doesn't work. You got to let things go. When things are supposed to separate and end, stop trying to pull them back into your reality, because now you're bringing stagnant energy and you're making it go backwards. Dublin, Ireland. Hello, AOIFE 69, Dublin. Will your relationship get back together? And they're saying, I feel like that's a pretty big no. And they're saying let go, and meditation brings answers. And just like I've been saying, if there's a separation, it's because it's divinely planned. Something, you're not on the same vibrational length anymore. And the only reason why most of us want our ex back is because we get into this scarcity energy, and we get into this I want to be loved. And then instead of finding the love within ourselves, we try to have things, people, things, and places try to fulfill our needs out there. That doesn't always make you happy. A person's not going to make you happy if you're not happy with yourself. Always remember that, because you're just always going to project this energy of your unhappiness in there. So if it didn't happen, try not to talk yourself into that you were the bad guy, and if you would have done this, this would have happened. Or maybe if you just get this person back, it'll have a different outcome. Be honest with yourself. And the more honest you are with yourself, you will either release that person, or you will bring that person back to either A, close a chapter up and get another lesson, and then really close the chapter and have an unbreakable ending, because I've had that happen. Or you will release this person and you will meet someone else that comes in when you weren't even thinking about them. You're only going backwards because you're lonely. And if you're alone, you don't have to be alone. You don't have to be lonely. But you have to start seeing what makes you happy, because loneliness isn't permanent. We put ourselves into this loneliness energy, and we're like cast ourselves out on the sea. Nobody loves me. Nobody cares. All alone by myself. And we're like Eeyore walking around. But our angels are with us. Our spirit team's with us. And they're like, man, I wish you would just snap out of it. Because like literally, I'm going to be sending this dude to her in like 2 weeks. Can we get her looking happier? Because he ain't gonna be wanting all this. It's like if you've ever seen the movie Legally Blonde, where she's all in love with the biggest dork of all, and then she gets heartbroken, and her besties are coming to drag her out of the bed, and her hair's all crazy, and she's eating ice cream. And she's all sad on him. And then what does she do? She finds her real person when she goes to try to win her other person back, right? And then she finds out she's really not in love with that person. And then she ends up making best friends with the girl who was dating him as well. I'm just saying, love's tricky. Don't try to pull it back in. And I can only say this because I've tried to pull it back in. I did not get the result I wanted. I got more heartbreak. Sometimes it's better just to let it go and just heal it from what it is, because sometimes you bring it back in and you get an even bigger heartbreak and an even bigger lesson. And the lesson gets bigger the more you don't learn it. But the lesson goes away if you do learn it. So, Michelle and Steven, will Steven get back together with Michelle? And again, I'm not seeing success here, my friend. I'm sorry. I'm a dream killer. I feel like today. I'm sorry, Becky. Will your week get better? Yes. Hey, I'm not a dream killer no more. But right now, it's not the right time. So know that nothing lasts forever. But if something's happening, try to take your mind off of it. And the more you take your mind off of it and ask your angels to help, you'll get a better, more positive solution. So I definitely hope that helps, Becky. Hello, beautiful lady, Mrs. D. How are you, short and sassy Gigi? I love it. And I love your unicorn hair. I love your whole profile. That's why I made you one of my TikTok friends when I first started here, because I love your whole vibe. So I'm going to wrap this up, guys. I've been on here for a minute, and you're so welcome. Suki, will I get married next year? I'm hearing wait. And there's no need to worry. Within the next few months. So I don't feel like you're going to get married right now. Awesome. I'm glad you're good. I don't feel like you're going to get married right now, but I do feel within the next few months you are going to be having a change in your love life. So again, if you're It's not about finding love. It's about finding your happiness and what makes you happy first. Because you got to be happy within yourself and know what makes you happy to make another person happy. Because if not, what happens is if you're not happy with yourself and you don't have that, we all are working on our self-love. But if you have that toxic self-love, if it's really low, you end up being a people pleaser. So then you end up becoming bait for a narcissist. That's why I'm saying it's not that if you don't have self-love, you can't find love. You're not going to find true love because you're never fully embracing that energy of the essence of what love is. You're connecting with toxic love. So when you are able to start fully standing in your own self-love, you stop doing things out of necessity or because somebody told you to. That's a difference of true self-love and being in love with someone, okay? Because you do get a little codependent in your relationships. You're in a relationship for 10 years. Yeah, you're going to lean on each other. You can't do things alone a lot of times because you're like, where's my person? I do it with my person. Yes. But a codependency is always not such a bad thing, but it is when you can't do things, like literally can't do anything by yourself. You have such an addiction. You're so addicted to this person that they can treat you like a doormat and you say, may I have another, sir? So you're not happy yet. So definitely try to, before you're worried on, because know your angels are going to bring someone with you. But even if that person comes in and you're not happy with yourself, you're going to repel that person. So it's about finding, and you don't have to be 100% happy. You don't have to be 100% healed. You need to have somewhere, at least you need to be vibrating at least 200 megahertz if you're going to be doing the love thing. I'm just telling you, because 200 is that courage. Anything below that falls in where the devil energy you become their puppeteer for the darkness. And now it's all self-serving negative energy that you're serving. And you're going to go around in circles and you're never going to find your happiness because it's eluding you because you never went inside to heal. Something's bleeding, like you're bleeding to death. Your heart is bleeding. You need to put a Band-Aid on that wound because it's ultimately bleeding on all of your partners. And that's why if you can't find someone to stay, or when they do stay, it's just toxic. That's why, because you have a wound that is infected, that needs attention. You need to clean it out and you need to heal it and stop just putting more Band-Aids on it and hoping that you can hide it. All right, my friends, I literally one more question and back to work you go. Have a fabulous bright day. Thank you so much. I appreciate it, Misty, and you have a wonderful day, and I hope your day is blessed. So you're very welcome, my friend. I'm glad that message could help you. And I'm going to have to say one more message because I'm feeling the energy getting drained out of my throat chakra. I don't know how long I've been on here, but I got my first high, 12.2. I've never had that many likes on a live. So thank you guys so much. You've made my Monday spectacular, and I hope I have done the same for you equally. So let's leave you, beautiful souls, with one last message. And if you, I'm going to leave you with a message and then I'm going to sign off here. But if you guys have a message that you want answered or you have a relationship question, go to my link tree. I do intuitive coaching. Or you can just simply have an angel session, and I'm doing them. I changed my price now because I do specials. So now it's an hour, $44. I usually do them for $65 an hour. But definitely get the answers that you need today. And my intuitive sessions are only like $65 an hour. So I definitely make my prices affordable so you guys can have help. So what message do we need to be left with today? Allowing and humility. Allow what is will always be. Ask yourself what you are allowing into your life. What are you allowing into your flow? You give with your right hand. What are you receiving with your left hand? And also this green butterfly right here is the butterfly of prosperity, abundance. And you can see a dragonfly here too. And this is all about transformation. Stop affirming that you don't have enough. Affirm that it's coming. Affirm that you are abundant. Radical acceptance says yes to reality in any given moment, so what's needed can come next. So you need to allow things happen as they are. You need to be okay with what's going on right now and allow your reality to happen. But know that you have the power to change any situation and be humble. Standing in humility sometimes, not always trying to be the know-it-all, the person. Sometimes just be humble and just sit there and be gracious for what you have. And even if you're going through a lesson, stand in that. Allow the lesson to come through is what I'm hearing. Allow me, divine, to always accept the right assistance. I welcome your help in every way and delight in receiving it. And this owl right here is to show you that anything that's in the darkness is coming to the light. Have faith that anything that's hidden is going to be illuminated. But you need to stand in your root chakra, be firm, stop being in fight or flight, and accept this is what it is. Okay, I lost everything in the divorce. My ex has all my stuff, and he's a narcissist, and he likes to mess with me depending on which day it is. I will accept that. That is my reality, but I don't have to hang out with him. I don't wake up to him. I choose how he has access to me. And I have a voice that I can place my boundaries and say what I will allow. And I will not let this humility be a name tag for me or hang over my head. So I hope that you guys enjoyed this reading. Love and light, beautiful souls. Thank you so much. And if you enjoyed this and you want some more, please go check out my YouTube channel. Hit that subscribe button. Links in my bio. Just press the little play button. And if you want an intuitive coaching session, come check me out. Love and light, beautiful souls. Have a wonderful day. Don't let anybody take away your sparkle this week. And angels want you to know that you are powerful to overcome anything standing in your way. So don't give your power away to anybody. You are fabulous. I love you. Have a great day. Bye-bye, guys.